So we're doing a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Kwanzaa, Yule thing.
Yeah.
I think you should repeat that, Beth. That sounded like a great introduction.
Welcome back to Wellness Wednesday. This is a short episode because the overall message, and we'll expand upon this a wee bit, is that we'd like to wish you a Merry Christmas, Happy Hanukkah, Happy Kwanzaa, Happy Yule, whatever you celebrate or don't celebrate. This is a very hectic, busy time of year where we're wrapping up and winding down and looking forward. And even those three things sound like a lot in themselves. But this is Beth Gustin, a licensed professional counselor here in Colorado, here with my co-host Robin Ennis, licensed clinical social worker, also in Colorado. And like I said in that very lengthy intro, what is that? Happy Hanukkah Kwanzaa or something like that. But then Yule's not in there, so yeah.
I like that, Beth. I'm not going to even dare repeat what you just said because you sounded very efficient in the way that you said it. But whatever Beth said, I go along with it. I enjoy the holiday season for many reasons, from the good food to the music that I try to sing along to when I'm by myself. I may be a bit off tune, but to the Christmas movies that they've been showing on TV, whatever it is, I try to take a bit of time to kind of have a bit of a breather to make me feel good, to help me recharge. So that's what I've been trying to do more of this holiday season, is that bit of self-care.
I agree with that 100%. And for me, I like the music, but I like not just the traditional quote unquote Christmas songs that we think of this time of year, but I like learning about other cultures and their music. And I like the holiday baking my family tends to do every year. I feel like there's often more cheer overall this time of year. People are typically a little more uplifted and happier overall. Not to say that I've also seen my fair share of people who are like, bah humbug, I hate the season. And that's okay too. I think all of that is allowed, but for me, I do like the overall more festive atmosphere this time of year tends to bring.
Yeah. Yep. It's always that balance. You're going to find people who are into the holiday season and those who are not for various reasons. So for one of my clients, the reason she's really into the holiday season, but as we start to age, things do change in terms of celebration. And so some people may feel that a lot more than other people in terms of gatherings or family members who may not be here anymore. And so I feel, even my family members like my dad, who is not alive, but when we get together during holidays, we tend to mention stories revolving around him. And my dad had quite the sense of humor. And so that tends to make us laugh. So that's what I try to do around the holiday season too, is although I greatly miss my dad and other family members who are not here, I try to think of fun memories that we had. One that I've been thinking about regularly is my sister and I are 10 years apart. And so when I was younger, around 4 or 5, so my sister was 14 or 15, I would set out cookies for Santa, right? And of course, the notion that Santa comes down the chimney and puts the gifts, and so you leave cookies and milk. And so that's what I did. And as I got older, I was like, who did eat the cookies and milk? So it was my sister. She would wait until I would go to sleep and then she would go and eat the cookies. And she doesn't like milk, but she ate the cookies. So it's fun stories like that are uplifting. So I encourage all of you to think of fun stories. And even if you don't have some with family, think about friends that you have holiday memories with, anything to kind of bring up that morale or that uplifting spirit for yourself.
I've always wondered, how many cookies are you supposed to leave for Santa? 2? 5? A whole tray? I've just always wondered how many. Growing up, I did the same thing, and I think we only put out like 3 or 4, but I just always wonder, we always say plural cookies, and how many should that really be? And I'm being, silly here, but in all seriousness, Robin brings up some really good points on ways to honor and remember our loved ones at the holidays, and you can expand upon that. You could have a place at the table set for the person that you are missing this holiday season or the persons. You could have like a box or a jar, and everyone write down their favorite memory, and then you go around the table and you share them after the meal. Or you can get ornaments and hang them on a tree if you have a tree with their picture on them, or something symbolic that represents them. You can light a candle. You can create their favorite dish or start a brand new tradition. There's a lot of ways at the holidays that we can honor our loved ones. And real quickly, if you're missing a beloved pet this holiday season, you can do things like, again, get an ornament with their picture on it and hang it. You can incorporate their favorite toy or their blanket into your holiday decorations. Whether it's humans or pets, you can donate to a shelter or a cause or charity this time of year or volunteer. So I know the holidays are about a week away as of the recording of this podcast, but there's a lot of things you can do to bring meaning and kind of acknowledging your loved ones who are not here at the holiday season.
Yes, those are some really good suggestions, Beth, and I think you named them all that I can think of. But I do want to go back because I was chuckling. That really is a good question. How many cookies do we leave for Santa? And you had me in my head like thinking, how many did I leave? I don't know. I can't recall.
Well, you got the reindeer too. You can't forget them. So I used to leave out carrots. I wonder who ate those in my household.
Did you really? I never thought about leaving out carrots I didn't think about the reindeer at all. Honestly, good point.
And for anyone who is listening, Santa Claus is real. So as long as you believe, Santa Claus is real.
Yep.
I don't want to ruin anything for anybody who might be listening to our podcast.
Very true. Santa Claus is real. It's all about the festive spirit and what a Santa Claus represents too, right? A sense of giving.
Yes.
And so it is a holiday spirit. So whether it's giving to yourself or other people or both, just remember, if you can, 'tis the season to be jolly.
And however you choose to celebrate, whether it's something more to do with Yule and the winter solstice, whether it's Hanukkah, whether it's Kwanzaa, whether it's nothing at all, it is finding what is meaningful to you, what is symbolic to you, and what helps you either get through the holiday season if it's a tough one, or what helps you enjoy it more. Mm-hmm. And there's no wrong way to celebrate or ignore the holiday season.
Right. Exactly. There is no wrong way. It's just really making sure that whatever you choose to do, that you check in with yourself and you're not ignoring your own needs, which tends to happen to some people during this time. So
I think too, it's also a time where many people tend to look forward to next year, looking forward as in either ending 2024 because it wasn't a great year, or more looking forward to what you want to do with the next year coming up. There's a lot of talk about setting new goals and these things called New Year's resolutions. And I think it's a really common time of year to reflect back and look forward at the same time.
Yeah, so this is the time to think about it. And Beth and I will, like we did last year, once the new year gets started, we'll check in about New Year resolutions and goals, or like I like to do, New Year themes. But I feel like each year is a clean slate to start fresh and really keep moving forward and thinking about what you want for your future. So for me, I am halfway done with my doctorate program. So woohoo. So I'm projecting forward that in 2025 that I will be graduating at the end of the year. So
congratulations.
Yeah, thank you. So
That's awesome.
A year of prosperity for me, I'm hoping for. So I think that like we did last year, we want to hear from you in terms of you all out there on what are you hoping for 2025 and how do you celebrate the upcoming changing of the year and what that looks like for you.
Exactly. So as always, please send us your comments, your questions, your constructive feedback. If you have that, we do receive those, and you can leave voicemails or emails, whatever works better for you. And until next time, happy holidays. I hope you have a good New Year's, and stay grounded and take care.
Happy holidays. And until next time, take care.
Can I interject something on this podcast?
Of course.
Tony ate the cookies. What?
She did. She ate the cookies. And I did this, I think, either a year or two ago. I was like, who did eat the cookies? And she admitted she was the one who would eat the cookies.
Okay, what did she do with the milk?
I don't know, because she doesn't like milk. She doesn't drink milk. So that's a good question. I don't know what happened with the milk.
She didn't waste the milk.
I hope not. My dad was lactose intolerant, so I know he didn't drink it. So maybe my mom.
It's warm by that point, though, too. So gross.
It's funny.
Oh, well, yeah, that's true. Good point.
Lukewarm, curdly milk.
Yummy.
Yummy.
Well, you two have a happy holidays, and I'll get
me
this
too.
out.
Thank you, Jeff.
Thank you, Jeff. And thank you, Beth. I enjoy working with
I do too.
the both of
I do
you. It's
too.
been fun.
Working with the best.
We're a good team, the three of us.
Yes. Bluesy Beth, jazzy Jeff, and rockin' Robin.
There we go.
I like it.
I think we'll leave that in the podcast.
I like that.
I like that too.
Oh yeah, Wellness Wednesday with Beth and Robin. Gonna settle it down. Oh yeah, get your feet planted on the ground.
For more podcasts with the blindness perspective, check us out on the web at www.blindabilities.com. And be sure to subscribe to the podcast wherever you listen to podcasts. And if you want to leave us some feedback, give us a call at 612-367-6093. We'd love to hear from you. Thanks for listening, and until next time, bye-bye.
Wellness and taking care of ourselves. It's all about you and taking care of yourself. Oh yeah.
When we share
what we see
through each other's eyes, we can then begin to bridge the gap
between the limited expectations and the realities
of blind abilities.
And the realities of blind abilities.